Tonight, protesters were once again in the streets of Grand Rapids following the death of George Floyd, a black man in Minnesota who died while being held to the ground by an officer now charged with murder. Grand Rapids police strictly enforcing the 7 o'clock curfew tonight in an effort to avoid the scene that happened over the weekend Saturday night. Thankfully, nothing like this happened tonight. News 8's Leon Hendricks is live this evening, continuing our team coverage. Leon?
Brian, good evening to you. Absolutely no comparison to the protest and the activity we saw here today to what we saw happen over the weekend. Police took an entirely different approach in dealing with this situation, and that definitely seemed to pay off. Only a few protesters remained in the streets after a curfew, and they were quickly apprehended. All told, Grand Rapids police say they arrested 12 people after today's demonstration. It's an image that has become quintessential of these protests. Demonstrators demanding changes inches away from a line of those they want to see it from. But this time, there was a buffer, a line of National Guard personnel. One of the many obvious displays of manpower in place to prevent a riot from happening again. In what turned into an intense back and forth, the Grand Rapids police chief came to the line of protesters addressing an issue centered around race as the city's first black police chief.
And I feel what you're feeling. Change is happening, we're doing it. And it's important for us to continue to work together. We need to be able to communicate and talk.
This isn't working together.
They kept You're on the other side of Shield. Come talk to us like a person.
Hold on. Chief, can we hear Black Lives Matter from you, Chief?
Okay.
They wanted to organize, and we can sit and talk about that, how that can be done. I'd be the first, I'd lead the pack. And I'm willing to do that.
Officers warned ahead of the curfew that it would be strictly enforced. And right at 7, they did just that. Most cleared the area, but some remained and were taken to jail. Down the road at Veterans Park, another half-dozen peaceful protesters were carted away after refusing to comply with the curfew. It was a decidedly different and more visible approach. Police brought in from all over the area, geared up and backed by the National Guard. Some helped board up windows ahead of time, a preemptive effort to prevent further damage at places that could become targets. While there were some arrests, this demonstration was kept under control. But the sentiment behind it continues to rage in many ways across the country. Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Here live downtown, there still remains a heavy police presence and an effort to make sure that things stay peaceful. Part of that effort is some of the barricades they've got blocking that core central part of the city and downtown Grand Rapids, keeping folks out of the area where the damage occurred and even stopping people from driving through this area. There's still a lot of police officers here. They want to make sure that the peace remains as night has now fallen. We're live downtown. Leon Hendricks, News 8.
In Leon, of course, we had the violence Saturday night. There was a protest tonight. Are we aware of any other demonstrations planned yet this week?
Well, yes. Wednesday, there is a demonstration being planned, a protest or a rally of sorts. The police say they're working with the organizers of that demonstration, and the chief is saying that he's hopeful to actually be more involved in that one, and saying that he's standing with those who are calling for change in the community, and he's saying he supports it, he hears those concerns, and wants to be part of making that difference. So yes, another demonstration Wednesday, but as far as what might pop up between now and then, that remains to be seen. We didn't know about today's until today.
Leon Hendricks reporting live in Grand Rapids tonight. Leon, thank you.